Hello. Hello, I'm Viplab, a NLP trainer and a soft skills trainer. In my today's video, I am going to talk about believability, which is the most important or the most significant factor to effective communication. Most of us would agree that in business, as in all life, the success of any presentation depends on the believability of the person speaking. Indeed, a person's believability is critical to any interpersonal success. No matter what's said, it isn't going to make much difference to the listener unless the speaker is credible and believed. Believability is the most significant factor to effective communication. This isn't news to most people. What is news is how this elusive concept is rarely taught in school. Even more important, believability has yet to rise to the forefront of our minds as we engage in interpersonal communication. So, let us see what is believability. Whenever we speak, three elements are communicated: verbal, vocal, and visual. The verbal is the message itself, the words the speaker says. The vocal element is the voice, intonation, projection, and resonance of the voice that carries those words. And the visual element is what the listener sees, primarily the speaker's face and body. UCLA professor Albert Mehrabian, one of the foremost experts in personal communication, conducted a landmark study on the relationship among these three elements. He measured the differences in believability among the verbal, vocal, and the visual elements. With what his research found was that the degree of consistency among the three elements is what determines believability. So, the degree of consistency determines believability. So, in simple words, the verbal, vocal, and the visual elements must be consistent. Now, when Mehrabian tested inconsistent messages, he found that the verbal ones were dominant on only 7% of the time, the vocal dominated 38% of the time, and the visual cues were the primary carrier of trust and believability are whooping 55% of the time. If the message is consistent, then all the three elements work together. Consistency plus energy equal to impact. Both Decker says the excitement and enthusiasm of the voice work with the energy and the animation of the face and the body to reflect the confidence and the conviction of what's said. The words, the voice, and the delivery are all part of a whole that must be integrated to convey a consistent message. When we are nervous or awkward or under pressure, we tend to block our content and relay inconsistent messages. For example, if you look downward, clasp your hands in front of you in an inhibiting fig lip position and speak in a halting and tremulous voice as you say, I am excited to be here. You are delivering an inconsistent message. The words won't be believed. When we are presenting idea, we need energy to deliver our message into the heart and mind of every listener. Compare that with a rocket delivery system that's the payload or the rocket ship which a large Atlas or Titan booster rocket must launch into orbit. Without a strong and powerful booster rocket, it doesn't matter how well crafted the payload is because it will never get there. In communication, your message is a payload. If you are nervous or wooden, your delivery system will go awry and your payload won't be delivered. Some people in business are like cannons ready to fire, like rockets with no payload. They may have great delivery skills but no verbal content. Others have detailed, brilliant ideas and productive things to say, but they block the delivery system to get it out there. A large number of people in business give inconsistent messages. This inconsistency is probably the biggest barrier to effective interpersonal communication in business.